New set of downs for him at the 38.
Ready.
Tagovailoa on first down. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now it's second down.
Go ahead.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be third and long. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He's trying to push the field. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. From the gun, Levis. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at first down here. Levis now against the blitz. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down. Now a give to Ward, coming right. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense up to the line fast.
It's third and 10.
Here he is. Traffic, and it's intercepted. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Solo left Zion.
First down, here's Tua. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So that brings up second down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's on the move. Throw left side, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Back to throw, Tua. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down carry for Achane. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. For the 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Hey, come on.
On the play fake, it's Levis. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Of all the ways the first points could go up on the board, a safety, well, it's one of the more rare and least likely, and we nearly saw it right there. What a great spot for the aggressiveness of that defense. And the QB, well, he nearly obliged them by dancing way too close to the goal line. We're still scoreless, but just barely.
From his own end zone on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hey, get set.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. He's on the move. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Flush down out to his left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Gets everything he has under this throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
49, Mike, 49.
Here's Levis. It's caught. Warren. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And on 3rd down, Dolphins coming out in the dime, expecting a pass. Levis from the shotgun. one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Warren running between the tackles. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
49 down, 22 Rita.
Here's 2nd and 11. Complete out to the right. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Up and good from Joseph. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. 1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Football back with minimal time to go in our half. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Mike 49. Zero's down, 49 window.
Levis here on 1st down. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
This is brought in at the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take the lead just before halftime. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Titans push their lead to 3. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes the final play of our first half. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break.
Ready, shot?
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Mike 13. Mike.
Levis now off the play fake. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Here comes the Titans punting unit. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Secures this at the 17. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And it'll be their football. They've got first down from the 31.
44. Ready.
Second half begins with a run by Achane. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Jeffrey Simmons that time on the tackle. Tua off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They're now set for first and 10.
Ready.
Achane running to the right. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Offense in the hurry up here. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Buying some time left. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Running left, here's A-Chain. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Running behind center with Wright. And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. Working quickly here. Right. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that play, and now it's 4th and goal from the 2.
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here on these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
Moody knocks it through. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
3 down. 4 down. Sit hut.
Shotgun now for Levis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing now off play action. Looking slant route, complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Hey, 24, Linda. Flat green 18. Mike 13. Mike 13. Diamond.
From the gun, Levis. Finds a seam down the middle. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans take a 3rd quarter lead. Here's Sly to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Hauled in left side. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Fell on the catch. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
All right, fellas, listen up.
From the 39. And they pick him off again. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Returnable from the 2. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
They're right here.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that.
All right, come on.
Tua looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. From the 44 here on 2nd down. That's caught, Devon Achane. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Throwing the out route complete. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Good. Number one. Solo left Zion. Hey. Out.
Tua now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Ready.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. And they pick him off again. And the Titans take over as he records his 10th career INT. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a third time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
The screen pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
First throw for the backup now. He lofts it deep left. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans have likely locked up the win right there. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Going play action, Tagovailoa. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch down. Off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Benjamin St-Juste picks it off.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Like 5-4. Up.
2nd and 10 now. That finds Burks, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Javon Holland comes up with it. And the Dolphins take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
First down, here's Tua. Getting out to his left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Throwing again here on second. Tagovailoa escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. And that played good enough for a first. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Tagovailoa on first down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they bring him down around the 34. They'll come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
20, TX.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He has it at the 5. And in for the Miami touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
We send a man in motion. Here's Tua again. And no connection on the two-point try. It fails.
You spend all week on two-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
This is Warren, headed right. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Warren once more. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and short yardage, Levis. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Now, they don't points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. Warren here from the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And that's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Warren will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So this winds up a win for the Titans. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Titans are your winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.
Keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get them glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get them glow, stop overthinking, these can't fuck with you. Get them glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow. Slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow. Two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow. No competition, these stale. Yeah, glow. Curbing, no curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow. Keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, glow. And my bumping up in the jail on the gang, glow. Yeah, glow.
Hey, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new ain't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my